Holy cow, 169 Egg Carton riders yesterday? And yet on the fourth ride today, there were only 3 of us? What happened? 166 bros, little legs hurt. I get it, I understand. You gotta build up to it, okay? I'm just saying. I'm in a different time zone. I have to work on weekdays. Oh, excuses, man. So true. Let's do a little Bandle. Released in 1977, 270 million views. I want to guarantee this is Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. It's not. I'm going to need a little bit more. I'm going to need the bass. Oh, I like it. I remember then, even further back, a long time ago. Wait, okay, give me one more. Ooh. I'm embarrassed to say, it sounds vaguely familiar, but I don't know it yet. Oh. No, that's We Are the Champions. It's like, wow. We Are the Champions. Remastered 2011. That is correct. There was no audio the whole time. No! All right, here's where I got it. But before you get the electric guitar part, when you only had drum and bass, it was more like I almost felt like it was like a 1950s sleepwalking or something like that. Like, that's tough. I needed the electric guitar, but whatever. The bass going down gives it away. Well, I don't listen to the song that much because I don't compete in 8th grade basketball tournaments anymore. So I prefer to listen to good music on my downtime, but lots of people have differences of opinion. We enjoy music lovers of all stars and stripes here. You will not catch my ass saying, hey, Spotify, play We Are the Champions by Queen. Simply not going to happen. Maybe I'd say, hey, play Somebody to Love by Queen. Hey, play Princes of the Universe by Queen. But you will not catch me saying, play We Are the Champions. You will catch me saying, hey, Spotify, play Kill This Love, Japan version by Blackpink. Am I right, dlguiga? So true. So true. That was good. Blink Spotted. I know all the biases. There's Lisa and Jisoo and Bowser, Ike, Palutena, King DDD, Marth, Mr. Game & Watch, Kirby, Pikachu, and Pichu. I'm just waiting for Dan, but I feel like maybe while I wait for Dan, I should cue into... What the hell is Bed Wars, bro? Chapter 1, Bed Wars Clombos? What the hell does this mean? Jack Skellington versus Ghostface? What is going on in Fortnite, dude? Box PvP Halloween. Crazy Red versus Blue. All Skins Prop Hunt. Dinosaur Tycoon. TikTokers Tycoon. Question mark versus Popular 1 million followers Jonesy W. People, what the hell is this, man? Dice card battle? It is Roblox. Fort Who update? They put Guess Who in this game? Only Up Fortnite edition, Five Nights at Freddy's Scary Survival. You know what it is all the kids who grew up watching YouTube videos instead of going to school from ages 5 to 18 are now old enough to be making stuff for themselves, and look at what they've added into the world. This is better than any YouTube thumbnail I've ever made in my entire life. Librarian, back me up on that one. Please play Boom Obby. I don't know how to handle this, man. This is crazy. I think, me personally, I'll queue up in zero build battle royale, ranked off, and I'll be the damn green alien in diesel jeans. It's too complicated. I was talking about it with another dad on Sunday. He was like, I've been enjoying Super Mario Wonder. It's nice to play a game that's easy to understand. And I was like, I went off for like 5 minutes. I was like, you're so right. He did not say this, by the way, but I was like, you're so right. Games are too fucking complicated these days. You boot up a game and immediately it's like, in the world of Crystal, your goal is to get green grass. If you get 16 green grasses, then you can turn that green grass into a yellow grass. Yellow grasses can be used to imbue your weapon, or you can hold 8 of them and turn them into a red grass. If you take your red grasses and combine it with 18 nuts and bolts, then you can craft yourself a new table, which will allow you to get, you can then turn your green grass straight into yellow grass, skipping the ability to go to, and I was just like, it's just too much, man. I'm just like, mash, 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 mash. And then he was like, so true, but I'm pretty sure he was like, this guy's crazy. Skibbity Fortnite in Ohio? Yeah, I would say I'll +2 that. Skibbity Fortnite in Ohio. What do I do with this? Jump in it? Wahoo! It's just like my nightmares, man. There's a portal in front of me. I hop in. My ass is immediately dropping through the sky on top of tilted towers, the spiciest area in OG Fortnite. Stop the car, Miyazaki. I don't want to go to tilted. Let me get this straight, George. They brought back OG Fortnite, and the map's from Season 5? Season 5, Jerry. Season 5. That's not OG! OG is Season 1! Season 2, maybe. It's crazy to me, like, there's one constant in Fortnite, okay? And the constant is, whether it's 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, there will always be people in chat that are like, I can't believe he's playing this. I was playing PvE, bro, back in the day. And I was like, I don't know if this game's got a shot. It's just kind of a little bit, I don't know why I almost did Peter Griffin's laugh, but who expected you to come back? I don't know. We come back like once a year. It's the perfect time to come back. They brought OG back. I got the OG Skull Trooper, bro. I could have sold my Epic account for like $2,500 at the height of the pandemic. But I was like, nah, bro, diamond hands. It's going higher. Oh. Oh. What? I hit his shield for 101. Did you see that? Out of ammo. All right. Might take a minute to reload this. Leave that bot alone. It's not a bot. He's going straight for the crate, bro. That stings. I can't feel my face. I can't feel my face. Okay, it's a good warm-up, though. Do your finance podcasts ever touch on behavioral economics? Yeah, I mean, for a while I was interested in behavioral economics. But I kind of feel like this is like a bit that appeals to only me. It's like behavioral economics is it's like the evolutionary biology of finance, which is like you can basically say almost whatever you want to say because it's borderline impossible to get any like verifiable experiments and data. That being said, Thinking Fast and Slow is a very interesting book. It has informed the way I think about things sometimes. Like I definitely notice some of those biases within myself that are common, especially for men. Overconfidence bias, that's a big one. Loss aversion as well. The idea that, like, you know, it would... Or I'm trying to think of the best example to express it. Hang on. Sunk cost fallacy? Well, no, the problem is I think that the sunk cost fallacy has become the most overstated fallacy in the world. Now I feel like whenever people invest in anything, if it doesn't work out immediately, they're like, I gotta cut and run, bro. Otherwise, it's like, I'm falling victim to the sunk cost fallacy. And I'm like, bro, relax. You're like 3.5 years into your 4-year degree. Just finish it out, and then you can go to grad school for whatever. No, bro, that's a sunk cost fallacy. Sometimes it's good to have you've sunk enough costs that it would be fallacious to pivot at this point. Just run out the clock, and then you can invest in something else. He's in the house. Holy fuck, bro. Is this the bite of 87? Oh my god, he's hot swapping. Oh! Hot swap that, little buddy. Go back to French class. Best part is, you know that dude's sitting there, and he's like, don't even worry about it. Look at his skin. That skin came out in 2018. He must have been playing for a long time. Meanwhile, he's watching me munch on these Macintosh out here. He's a bush. Dude pressed the button and built the Burj Dubai. I'm out of here. French class? Yeah, we got French class up here. Salut, mon ami. Oui, ça va miel. I am honey. Oh, hello.
Hey.
Dude, I'm not sweating. I was just warming up.
I mean, like, it's rare that I'm disappointed, but I'm doubly disappointed because I'm late and I didn't secure the victory, so I couldn't even say anything, you know.
But you were like 17-1 or something?
We were running the table, and then have you ever gone fruit meta?
Like pan and fruit?
Yeah.
Yeah, now and then. I basically commit to whatever weapon they give me on like the first shop.
I got you.
And then I'm like, I'm just gonna run that the whole game.
Can I tell you one thing though?
Yeah, of course.
That game is gas.
It's good, right? Dude, once that gas tank gets half full, you should check out Headbangers. You'll be like, this is gas too.
Dude, I'm be honest, when I saw the game, I'm like, I mean, let's just call it is what it is. If you had to describe the art style, how would you describe the art style?
Like a flash
furry,
game, right? A flash game from, yeah, exactly.
But it's like a furry art style, and I'm like, okay, so typically the furry style games I see on Steam are usually like redacted.
Yes.
So, but then there's a lot of numbers flying around. I'm like, okay, but I'm just telling you, the only reason why I played is because of your recommendation.
You stuck it out, yeah.
But I didn't even have to stick it out. It was just like, once you get in, you're good.
The first time I played the game, and so, you know, someone sold it to me by saying it's basically Super Auto Pets. And then I looked at like the first item, and it's like, you know, an essay. Like it's like a Magic the Gathering card times 10 in terms of the number of text on the item. I said, you guys are messing with me. But then I got through like 2 or 3 games, and I was like, let's go.
Did we play this when you could disco?
I think that was added in like season 1. Oh, they dropped a fart bomb on me, brother. That's just, you know, honestly, it's all right. We were catching up. We were having a conversation. When you get hit with the boogie bomb, what are you supposed to do? All you can do is dance.
Just dance. So I was talking to Ryan about like getting back on the Peloton, because in Michigan, you know, fall's wrapping up and you can't really go outside much anymore.
Yeah. Not to mention, thanks to daylight savings, it gets dark at 2:45 p.m.
You're not wrong. And so anyway, so we're trying. the Peloton's gonna start heating back up. I'm messaging Ryan like, hey, you know, like I noticed you've been riding. He's like, yeah, I go for 2 hours. I go, excuse, 2 hours? Like, at what point do your legs give out?
About 2 hours and 1 minute. Usually, I think, the trick is, I saw you in the Egg Carton sub channel. Don't follow the Egg Carton. It's full of insane people. What you should do,
but
especially
they
if you
just
haven't
started, didn't they?
No, well, I mean, they just started doing the Egg Carton rides. They just started joining me, but most of them have been riding the bike, relatively frequently. Some of them are like today. Somebody was like, "My bike's arriving today," and then I saw them join our third ride, and it was like a Hidden Hills ride, and I'm like, "You gotta chill out, brother. It's your first ride." This dude's calling like, a 17-minute interval where you're in and out of the saddle. Like, can't you just take like a Hannah Corbin beginner ride where you learn how the pedals work or something? That's what I'm saying. You gotta just immerse yourself. You don't do a cannonball into the hot tub, You put a foot in and you're like, oh, that's hot. Then you come back in a minute and you put your shins in.
And that's what you told me. You're like, oh yeah, I don't want to be that guy, but I don't think you can hang, more or less. That's kind of what you said.
No, like it's counterproductive because you'll like do it once and be like, if this is what it takes, I don't want to do it. It's better to build up to it. It's not you don't walk into the gym and just be like, hey, load 500 pounds on the squat rack,
What about but like, what's your recovery though? So you do it like. So if you're going 2 hours and you don't take a day off, next day you're doing 2 hours?
Yeah, usually. But you change based on the programming, right? So like some of the rides you go really hard, and then some of the rides you go a little bit easier. If you're not feeling like that up to it today, you cut like 10% of your output and just try to chill a little bit.
But aren't your legs fried?
Well, listen, I don't know how much bike methodology you want to get into here. If you ride at a lower cadence with higher resistance, your legs will be toast. If you ride at a higher cadence with a lower resistance, your legs will be fine.
Really? Did you end up beating Armored Core 6?
No, honestly, I just kind of got bored.
Yeah, no, to me, what I like about Armored Core 6, it ended up being really short, so it wasn't like.
But you didn't beat it because like you gotta that's only like the first ending. Then you gotta go back through and there's other bosses that spawn on New Game Plus.
Yeah, I don't subscribe to that meta. If you see credits, that's beating the game.
Me beating Mom and Isaac once in an alternate universe, and then bro, I don't need to beat Mom's heart. I already beat Mom. I beat their whole body. How hard could her heart be? No, but I am with you because I saw that moment coming for myself as well. I was like halfway through it and I wasn't having that much fun, and then people were like, "Yeah, well, after you beat it, you haven't really beat it," and I was like, "Well, eat this Wemby."
Speaking of like, sometimes I look at Wemby and I'm like, the proportions are like if you took someone in Microsoft or Adobe Photoshop, took the top left little square and stretched it.
It is
not
crazy.
Proportionally,
You might know more about basketball than me. That's probably a given. How is it possible that you can be 7'5"? And I understand he's playing very well. How can you be 7'5" and get one block in a game?
I mean, he's not that big though. You know what I mean?
He's not that thick.
He's not thick.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. But I mean,
like him and Chet Holdgram.
You don't need to be like super broad to get a block, right?
I mean, but you gotta be able to bully some people around. Like I think if you were in the post against Wemby, you could back him down 4 out of 10 times.
Bro, this is the most insane thing I've ever heard in my life.
What do you mean?
I don't even know.
You can do it 4. I can do it 6.
I don't even know what the post is for one, and I'm supposed to back down a potentially generational talent. Like,
I mean, yeah, but you got a little more strength.
I don't think that's true. He's 7'5".
Doesn't matter. Have you ever seen a string bean lift a weight? I don't think so.
I don't know. He's got to be, relatively strong. He's quite tall.
All right, let me ask you this: if you had to put your life on the line,
yeah.
Up to 10 points, would you take Wemby or would you take Shaq?
Well, here's the thing. As you know, I know ball. Shaq obviously is an argument to be one of the #1 big men of all time. But the thing is, at age 19, was he doing the stuff that Wemby was doing? Maybe, maybe not though. I think you got to give a chance for Wemby to see his peak in order to actually make this an apples to apples comparison.
Okay, what about college Shaq bent a rim, like shattered a rim, college Shaq.
Yeah, but they didn't know what they know about alloys now. Back then, they were still making that stuff out of like stainless steel.
Glass. So I don't watch much TV, but the other day I'm like, hey, I need a minute. You know, I don't know if you ever had of those, like I need a minute at the end of the day when it's like you put the kids down, you're like, okay, I need a minute. So I went on Netflix and I turned on Black Mirror, which I haven't really seen.
It's a nice show to decompress with. If you've had a nice long day, put on an episode of Black Mirror and just relax a little bit.
I haven't seen one in a long time anyway, so I got baited. I got clickbaited. The thumbnail was Jesse Pinkman. So I'm like, come on, Jesse Pinkman.
New season, yeah.
I'm like, he can't be in an episode of Black Mirror. He's Jesse Pinkman. But essentially, I won't spoil it, but it's like, at the end of watching it, I felt horrible. Like, I felt like this was like good, but it makes you feel horrible. Is that what that show's supposed to do?
Yeah. Is this the first Black Mirror you've watched?
And like, the last one I watched was with Opie's daughter, and it's all about social credit.
Yeah. I mean, that one.
What's her name?
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yeah, which that one's you're like, okay, like.
By the way, how old are you? Opie's daughter. You're making a Happy Days reference. The show came out in like 1981 or something. Opie's daughter.
Opie's actually from the Andy Griffith Show, which was produced in the 50s. All right, here we go.
I think that's fair for Black Mirror, though. I think you had the normal experience. There's like 2 episodes of the show that have an ending where you're like a little bit, happier at the end than you were at the start.
I mean, it's like really intriguing television, but I just didn't expect the end to be like, hey, take your insides and throw them into a blender. Like that's kind of what it felt like.
I will say though, for the most part, I don't really find myself vibing with too much television that's like designed simply to make you feel good. Maybe
like
I'll watch an
Lasso?
episode. Exactly, that's the perfect example. If
you won't
if
watch
it's
it?
good, that's fine. Like if it's good and also it's feel good, which as I understand Ted Lasso is or was at least for a while. But if it's like its only merit is that it's comfy, I respect it, but that's not for me.
Oh, no, I think we're on the same page with that. Like,
I'd rather, you got to show like, trying to think, like The Office. They're like, oh, these are my comfort characters. I want to see someone declare bankruptcy, episode 2. I want to see someone, like real stuff that people go through, like alien invasions and stuff like that.
I mean, but Ted Lasso is a good show. I actually got, anyways, bet a clip. You watch Ted Lasso or no?
I don't. I decided maybe 2 years ago I will never pay for another subscription service in my life.
What do you pay for currently? Amazon Prime?
Netflix Prime, I don't really count simply because the Prime Video
cost of doing business.
Well, yeah, Prime Video means nothing to me. Like I was watching stuff on Prime Video, and then I remember like I got it on my phone, and I was like, I'm gonna keep watching some stuff on Prime Video, and it was like, you gotta log into your Amazon account, and I was like, cut. You're cut. Netflix doesn't ask me to log in, so when I'm shaving my head, that's what I'm watching. And Disney Plus, which gets me a lot of guffaws, but Disney Plus is goated for children's content for sure. Let's go, our bathtub is fixed. Let's go. Thank you, Kate. Can I tell you, here's a very bad story for you. We have these bath bombs that we use when our daughter takes a bath. And they spit out, when it's fully dissolved, it spits out this little toy. It's about the size of like...
it's like a Kinder Egg?
The toy is about the size of a toy inside of a Kinder Egg, yeah.
Okay.
So we were having a bath. Oh, she said, oh, never mind. Oh, no. But we were... we dissolved it, and it was a little toy astronaut. I don't know. It's like this. It's like the thickness of like a potato chip, right? So it's really thin. And then we were draining the bathtub to get her out of the bath, and I said, "Where's your astronaut?" And she said, "Oh, I found it." And then she picked it up in her hands, and then she dropped it like right into the drain as the drain sucked it up. So I went like, oh, and then I didn't know, because like we've only lived here for a few months, right? It's the first time I've ever taken the drain cover off. I didn't know whether it was a screw off top or a pull off top, so I just yanked on it, and it came out super nice. So I was like, it must be a yank off type, and I got the astronaut out before it clogged up our plumbing, but then it did not go back in.
So you just got to open a hole?
It's just the open drain, yeah. So
like
we got our resident handy woman. My wife is in the process of fixing it, and I have...
Whoop. That direction?
I have the utmost faith in her. Skibbity on this toilet, brother. He's on this tree. The tree past it.
He heard the shots and went running.
I'm rushing again. Eat this, Wemby. He's one-tapped. Oh, good stuff.
There's pinatas everywhere, man. All right.
Yahoo! They literally, like, I know it's bots or worse.
It's not bots. It's not bots. It's not bots. You don't even put that out there.
They haven't landed, like, a shot.
Well, if you look at our hit ratio, we're probably shooting about 20% from the free throw line, too.
Yeah, but, like, that's still, it kills 0. That's way better than none. None shots?
I just don't think it's bots. I just think it's probably like kids home from first grade that are homesick.
Dude, that feels great. Because people are always like, oh, why are you like dunking on kids? You know how much time I spend modifying my personality to be around my child and my child's friends? It's time for you to pay the piper.
But you don't hit them with like G-rated dad jokes like you would like YouTube riffing? No.
We have fun with it, but at the same time, I'm like, you know, let it fly. Like this is the real world right here. Fortnite is the real world. I'm not gonna take it easy on you.
Someone in chat, NL says Fortnite is the real world. I mean, it can be construed.
It's an allegory for the real world. It's like, you know, the same way the Matrix is an allegory for the real world. I forgot how to speak for a second there. I'm rushing towards the bullets.
Oh yeah, there they are.
There's one.
Little Timmy.
I don't even see him anywhere.
Just look in the gorge.
Oh!
Like shooting fish in a barrel. Clean up.
So there's one downed in this cabin down here.
We'll turn the leftover bodies into fish oil. How do you like your fish oil? All right, these are not bots. No one. I get my college roommates watching, saying these names are bots. They're not bots. All right, buddy.
No shot. These are bot names. Oh! Tough
Jack
luck,
Skelly.
brother. Oh, and behind us in the gorge where we fought.
Okay, don't get cocked.
He's dead. He's downed at least. Then there's two more. One of them's a bush. They're on the ridge where we killed the guys.
Okay.
He's one tapped. They porta-forted.
Ace is full, Mike. Oh, that's not you. I got Mega Man next to me. He's Halo.
It's Ninja! Oh!
Oh, yeah.
Okay, stay there. I got you.
We're good. Good saves.
You need medicals?
They're spectating us now. I got meds. I'm good. They're spectating.
They can't believe. Exactly. They can't believe that we killed them, too. They're like, these guys must be hacking.
Did you say it's Ninja?
He's wearing the Ninja skin. I feel like I'm using my eyes for the first time. Like, I'm seeing so much. There's one right there. They're going to res their lad. So here's what we do. Take one of these.
Please hit it.
Oh, 130! I'm going in! They're up. They're down. Oh, they're done.
Oh, yeah. You earned that slurp.
Oh, baby!
We got to get some juice, man. We can't get cocky. We got to get the win, but we got to get some juice.
It's crazy to think this is how Apollo feels like all the time. It's a superpower.
Or used to. Now he plays Civ, right?
Yeah, I know, right? What a it's like Victor Wembayama becoming an accountant. What's he doing? I'm going back to our high ground.
Okay.
Oh, they're here. It's the last team too. They're not up here, but they're at the tower.
Okay.
Just
is it worth
past
me
it.
coming up? Uh-oh. I went up the wrong one. It's on you, brother. He's gonna rip me.
I'm coming to help.
No, don't. He's got a golden Elden Ring outfit on. Be careful.
Okay.
It's 1v2. You got this. Time to clutch up.
Just got to get to the ideal location. They're parachuting in. I see them. See them on my map. On my HUD, I see them. We got to take some shots off him before it gets too zany. How is he? He's coming in.
Come on. Stab him!
Oh,
Good try. Oh, we're close, man. We're gonna get one.
That stings.
That is not a bot name. 22 squad eliminations. Uh-oh, what are you? What's your rank?
Silver 1!
Oh no, I need you to get some less kills, man.
Wait, what are you?
Bronze 3.
Bronze 3? Oh,
Yeah.
that's... Wait, does it go 3 to 1 or does it go 1 to 3? Like, are you one rank below me or are you 4 ranks
I think I'm
below
one.
me?
I think I'm one. Below
Okay,
you.
'cause that would
That's
be...
not generous.
Oh, 3 is the best. Okay, so we're...
Yo, do you hear this song?
I do hear it.
Hey, Ryan.
Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the bits. Read it on there.
This is honestly like back in the day. Look, and I know I don't want to hear Peep OG, but like when I would load, I would be working at night. I'd pull up on the second screen, waiting to see the slot machine gamma. This would be the warm-up song to that stream. It would just be a bunch of people in chat with nodders, you know.
Dude, I was losing it when you got that. You got a 4 complete rows and columns of Wonkas.
A full Wonka face.
And then 1 complete column of bonuses. Isn't that a full Wonka card? And then it was like, I mean, don't get me wrong.
$25.
Yeah, I mean, it paid out probably like 25x your bet, but I'm like, shouldn't that be like the, you know, like the 100,000x your bet? It's a Willy Wonka slot machine. Then I was asking chat, and they're like, Wonka's a low value symbol. I'm like, what do you? It's his machine.
That's actually not true. I mean, it's like it would be like A tier symbol. S tier is like the W's because then you get to go to like the glass elevator and that sends you up to Loompa.
Whatever happened to the dang 3 bells, 3 cherries?
Oh. Ooh, what's in here? You hear the music? Oh, someone's in here!
Eat this, Harley Quinn.
Get your dancing shoes on.
I'm dancing.
Oh, that hurts you?
That's okay. I wouldn't say I got hurt. I'd say I'm dancing. I'm gonna guard the body. Any last words? Oh, come on.
Wait, what do the kids do?
I wish I hadn't looked at that.
Hey, Chad, this is what I was doing.
Yeah, defend yourself.
That's what I was doing. I'll take the BM. I won't take the little brother. There he is. He's on the floor. John Wick.
Oh,
Nice.
you just eat, dude. That was like the whale. Did you see that?
No.
Not the movie, but did you? Well, maybe I am asking if you saw the movie.
What do you mean the whale?
It's like I can't say anything without spoiling it, but it reminded me of a particular scene in The Whale.
Oh.
You know, librarian, get on that, okay? That, I mean, that might get you DMCA'd, but.
Wow. He's good. Oh, there's a bush behind you. Behind the tree.
He's better than me.
Oh,
He's better
man.
than me.
Got sandwiched.
We didn't really get sandwiched. We missed all our shots on that one guy. And then while we were shooting, people came and they were like, they're terrible, and they killed us.
I was hoping that you hit one of those shots. I didn't hit a single one.
I think I hit him for 60 total. Holy cow,
right.
they're still ranking me up.
Are you silver too?
I am silver too.
Okay, I just got the silver one, which means it's time. We didn't want to win a bronze match; those barely count.
I would take it. I count it all these days.
Silver would be better though, right?
I think I look at it like the Peloton. I'm just here. I play as well as I play. The results are gonna be what they're gonna be. If they want to give me a trophy at bronze, and then some 17-year-old in chat with 9 hours of free time is like, oh, lol, he's bronze. I'm like, show me your income tax returns. You're worried about the wrong kind of victories, brother.
Any dubs today? You know what? You tuned in just in time. We're about to get one right now. We're saving. We're Mega Llama 5. We're waiting for you.
Don't be shy. Post your mile time.
Chat's asked me to ask you your sushi take, but after this fight.
You're not ready for the sushi take.
Oh. It's Miles Morales.
He's right. I don't think
Nice.
It's not fair that they let Miles Morales jump higher. There's a bush coming for us. I threw so hard. Oh my god.
Honestly, I'm impressed you got the first guy. I think those guys are. I think it was Ninja and Tifu.
They were not good at all. Did you
All right,
land the shot on them? He was just eating them.
What's your sushi take?
My take is that women like sushi more than men do. I say that as someone who loves sushi. I feel like if you were to take the median answer, if you asked a woman in our demographic what she wants for dinner tonight, she would say, I don't know, how about sushi? And if you took the median take from a man in our demographic, they would say, how are you feeling about pizza?
All right, I'm going to test this theory.
Okay? Text your wife
Hold
right
on.
now.
No, I'm going to do you one better.
You gonna text my wife?
No.
Now, Chad, no matter what, if Dan's experiment bears this out, then I'm gonna be insufferable because I was right. And if Dan's experiment doesn't bear this out, then I'm gonna say,
Hey, what's going on? I have a quick question for you. So let's say, I know we have like plans tonight for date night and it's kind of already set, but if you could have like on an average date night, if you could have one food that you would love to have, what would it be? Like, say, genre of food?
Italian.
Okay. Thanks.
Or
yeah.
sushi.
No, okay, I love you. But did you hear that?
was that real?
Yeah, that was real.
Did she really correct and say sushi? Yeah. Let's go, dude! You don't know how many half ironic and half serious people I've had to deal with that are like, when did you become a misogynist?
And my wife's as normie as it gets, man.
Oh,
you know?
man! You didn't text her or anything and say like, hey, say sushi?
Nope, no.
Holy.
Wait, well, your chat was giving you a hard time over that?
Well, it's just like 90 people that were like, it's a joke, and then there's Origin that's like, it's sexist. And I'm like, yeah, it's sexist. It's not misogynistic. It's literally sexist, but it's not like anti-woman.
I mean, Origin's a type of mod to go to Seinfeld and heckle Seinfeld. You know, like that's what are you gonna say? But side note, so what would you say for dinner?
Mexican.
Okay, see, I would just say meat.
That's not helpful.
Like, meat?
You can't just say meat. What do you want to eat for dinner? Meat?
Yeah, meat. Like
it's like that's every cuisine has almost every cuisine at least. There's some variant of meat in it.
Like primary meat. Like I don't
like
necessarily
a
want
steakhouse.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, but that's not. I mean, like you got to work together to come up with what to eat for dinner, right? You can't just say meat. It's like if I said vegetables, you know?
Yeah, but you wouldn't just say vegetables.
No, I would say Mexican because I'm trying to be helpful. And then when that got shot down, I would say, what about sushi? Because I love my wife. Then she would be like, if that's what you want. Can we go up on this?
Up G, we could.
There's a chest up there. You know what? Imagine. Watch this.
You see a guy?
No, I was just trying to knock over the chests. I wasted 3 grenades, missing every single one.
What is this golden gun? Are you watching Venom?
I am, yeah. I
What
mean,
is that?
He's just built different. Like I do not move like this. They have to, you know.
Do something. All right, here we I have a question for you on the Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
So I was watching an NFL game and a Marvel commercial came on, and the tagline was "The End," and then it showed Thanos and Robert Downey Jr. And then the other slides was just the beginning, and I just threw my hands. I just threw my hands up, and I'm like, that's not even logic anymore. Do you know like what's going on?
I don't know what they're talking about, but the Marvel cinematic and TV universe is pretty rinsed right now. It's pretty cooked.
So you're wiping your hands of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like to defend myself for when I was into it, they did have 0 misses for like 7 years that all built to like a culmination. But then like right after that, they had a hit, like a mid hit, and then a miss, and then like a mid hit, and then like 2 misses, and then you're like, I'm not watching 17 movies if they're not all gonna be half decent. Are you kidding me? I'm not gonna get introduced to like another dude in a suit. Okay, here we go again. And it's like a 4 out of 10 instead of a 6.5. No, thanks.
What was the first one that you watched and you're like, okay, this Dan is actually right about these?
Well, I mean, I would dispute your rightness. I'm sure your kids will get into it. You'll pay the price anyway. You'll be you'll send me a Discord message in like 2029. That's like, whoa, have you seen Captain America and the Winter Soldier? But like I was in until like until the Thanos stuff ended. And then I saw Shang-Chi and I was like, it was okay. And then the reviews for the Eternals came out, and it was like the first Marvel movie in, I don't know, like 9 years to not have a fresh tomato on Rotten Tomatoes. And I said, maybe we'll skip that one. It was around the time that my daughter was born too, I think, or she was very young at least.
Is fresh tomato like 80%?
It's 60, which even then, you know, I mean, you've seen it at the grocery store. There's a difference between edible tomatoes and tomatoes you're excited to eat. And then we saw Doctor Strange 2 in theaters, and people might not go to bat for this, but I think Doctor Strange 2 was a lot of fun because it was deliberately a little campy, Sam Raimi type joint. And then I don't think I've seen ones. Actually, you know what? The first one that lost me was Black Widow, which came out like on Disney Plus in the pandemic, and I was like, this is not good.
Isn't Black Widow star my man?
Who's your man?
I mean,
Robert Downey Jr.?
Sarah Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson. Oh, my man. I see. It does.
Oh, okay. But
And
it just wasn't good.
It's just not good, yeah.
Okay.
If you want to see a Scarlett Johansson movie, you go check out like Lost in Translation.
That's a good one.
She's a great actress. She's been in lots of stuff. Captain America, the Winter Soldier, of course, maybe her best work. She really got to do a lot of character work in that one, which is nice.
I'm sensing some facetiousness.
It's a good movie.
What is she doing? What is she doing it? What is she doing it?
What is she doing? She's a spy, you know? She's a spy.
Yeah, but she must do something. Otherwise, you wouldn't have just said that.
She pulls out 2 guns and shoots them, then like inexplicably kills people that are like 50 times bigger and stronger than she is, and she doesn't even have any superpowers. But you know, you just kind of go along with it. You know, I got served a tweet the other day, algorithmically. A dude was like, he listed his diet, and his diet was like 100% clean, natural, you know,
meat.
Organic food. It was meat and fruits and vegetables. And then all the replies were like, dude, you got to cut those bananas out of your diet. Do you know how much sugar is in there? I need to see if you're gonna type stuff like that, like fruit is bad for you on the internet, your avatar better be a picture of what you look like. Because like if it's like a cartoon character or a sports helmet or something like that, I'm not taking that at face value. That's crazy. The dude's diet was like 100% perfect, and they're like, bananas spike sugar and make your body primed to add new calories as fat instead of lean mass. And I'm like, really? Have you ever seen a gorilla? Like, maybe that's not a scientific way to say whether or not a food is good for you. Take yourself to the San Diego Zoo. They'll be just eating like 7 bunches of bananas into the silverback gorilla cage, and they're not even like peeling half of them. They're just ripping whole heads of cabbage in half and just eating them.
I mean, my thing is when I look at stuff now, I look at the sugar content, and it's like 6 grams of sugars. I think of 6 sugar cubes.
I don't think a gram of sugar is one. I think a cube has got to be like 10 grams of sugar.
Is it really? That's why I'm like, I haven't been eating anything because there's sugar in everything. How much is a gram?
Oh my God. No wonder you're not even eating any sugar. Like that's like apparently a cube is 20 grams.
No way.
4 grams. Most standard sugar cubes are 4 grams. Okay, there you go.
I mean, like when I saw a bottle of Coke, I'm like, how do they smash like 50 sugar cubes in there?
Yeah, you really gotta like want a Coke to justify the amount of sugar in that.
But you slurp on diets, don't you?
I'm a Coke Zero, Andy. It's true.
Like, are you? I don't see you ripping them during the show. I don't really ever see you drink anything during your stream.
I have 2 a day, and they're during the stream.
Do you sip on them during the show? I've never seen you eat or drink on your show.
It happens
all the time. Thank you for not doing that. Like, I don't have pet peeves, but when people eat on stream, they go. I'm like I click off so fast.
It's funny because it doesn't bother me in the slightest.
Really?
Yeah, but I can understand like why it would. I mean, you are kind of like, you know, at work in people's ears. Like if I was listening to a podcast and people started munching on food, I would be like, you really can't wait till like the Squarespace ad to take a bite of your DoorDash? I can't say what bothers me on stream because it's mean.
No, tell me.
It's just the streamer that like doesn't try. They're literally just like mouth agape playing the game, not saying any words. I'm like, what am I doing here? This is like what boomers thought Twitch was. It was like literally I'm just watching somebody else play a game, like not even that well. Like at least like can't you get some bait or something like that? Can't you say something like hot take, women love sushi, men love pizza? Like try to rile the people up a little bit at least.
What's Diet Coke called in Canada?
It's called Diet Coke. Although in Quebec it might be called like Coke Diet or something. Can I do something that's gonna make you upset?
Yeah.
It makes me upset. Kentucky Fried Chicken, okay? In Canada,
It's not called Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's called KFC because sometimes it's not chicken.
Okay, sure. That makes perfect sense actually. By the way, I'm going back up to get to safety here.
Okay.
In Canada, outside of Quebec, it's called KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. In Quebec, it's called PFK, Poulet Frite Kentucky. You know what it's called in France?
What?
KFC. You don't have to literally translate the name. Like, you know, we in the UK they have like au bon pain or like pret à manger. They don't change it to like time to eat. Like it's just the name of the place is just the name of the place.
I got a question though.
Okay.
Why do you drink zero and not diet? What's the difference?
I think there is a slightly different taste.
But is it the same thing?
Diet Coke has 1 calorie and it uses a different artificial sweetener. But really, I just think is that zero tastes better. But I still think Diet Coke tastes pretty good.
What's the sweetener in zero?
You know what? I'll check it right here for you. What the heck? Is aspartame? Is aspartame in both? What did they do to the aspartame in Coke Zero that makes it taste so much better than the aspartame in Diet Coke? Because Diet Coke kind of tastes like I like it, but it's a little bit like you microwave saran wrap. Like there's a little bit of that taste.
You ready to have your mind blown?
Yeah.
My friend from college, dad, works at Coke and says it's the same thing.
No shot. I don't believe you. That would be so scandalous.
But like, how is if they're both made with the same fake sugar? How are they remotely different?
I don't know, because I don't know how they make Coke in the first place. It's not like they went down into like there's like a lagoon of Coca-Cola and then they just pull it out, you know, like Dasani. Like that stuff is original recipe, like freestyle jazz. I stole this from a tweet, but I've talked about it a lot. With God as my witness, not necessarily in terms of societal impact, but just in terms of like how far humanity has come, I feel like Coca-Cola is one of mankind's greatest inventions. Almost every other soda is like, hey, this is like, it kind of tastes like an orange. Hey, it kind of tastes like a lemon. Hey, it kind of tastes like a combination between a lemon and a lime. But Coke is like, it's like a meteor containing a new element landed on Earth. And they were like, oh my God, it's one of the best tasting things that's ever existed.
Yeah, but you know what Coke's made from? What it initially was made from.
Yeah, 200 years ago.
So that's the taste of it.
And thanks to woke, we can't have the original recipe anymore. But then
I mean,
people are always like, oh, we gotta, it's actually, it tastes like the cola plant. And I'm like, yeah, but nobody knows what that is, okay? Coca-Cola took that and they made it a star.
I didn't know you were a 2 Coke a day Andy. I mean, like, I'm starting to picture your room like that one streamer with the Wendy's bags everywhere. You just have like Coke cans all over the floor.
What?
You're doing 2 a day. You're going a case every 4 days.
A case?
What happened?
An 8-pack is a case now?
I mean, so when you're going to Costco, you're buying like a couple of those pallets, huh? One of those pallets full?
I'm buying a 32-pack once every 2 weeks.
Glinters. Are they boss? No, never mind. A 32-pack once a week?
Once every 2 weeks.
It's a lot of Coke.
I'm laughing because people in chat are like, 2 a day is pretty reasonable. And then they're like, wait a minute. 28-ish in 14 days? That's crazy. It's like it's the same number. And don't even get me started because this is like such an American thing. I'm putting your whole country on blast. People who drink like 9 Bud Lights a day are like Googling like how many sparkling waters a day is bad for you. Like it's insanity. The stuff that's already ingrained in our culture as like, oh, this is fine, doesn't have to go through the same scrutiny that new stuff does. And it's illogical, man. 2 Coke Zeros a day is totally fine. I'm not a nutritionist, but I'm comfortable making the choice for myself.
But you know how many sugar cubes that is a week?
It might be 0 sugar cubes a week. But to my body, it's like a lot of sugar cubes. Like they're like, holy cow, thanks for the sugar. And I'm like, rip bozo, he doesn't even know. He doesn't know that this can is filled with 100% science. I'm not trying to put you on blast, but Chad did raise a very good point.
What?
Aren't you a G Fuel affiliate?
Yeah. But I'm not drinking 24 cans of G Fuel. I drink it once a week on stream per my sponsor requirements. this
a hill in front of us with the Portafort.
Did you get up there? No.
No. Is that you shooting? Oh, there's one
Nope.
on me. Right on this tree right here.
You still there?
I don't know. I took his cover for no reason.
Oh, down here. Down here. Yes. We gotta go. Let's go. We gotta go. We don't want to run in front of this. I'm going in the gorge.
Okay, I understand. Okay, there's gonna be one to your left. Oh, he's one shot right on my body. You got this. Just focus. There's not many people left. It's just you and one more. And you can see him with his crown.
Blood's pumping. Give me eyes. Give me eyes.
I don't see him. You got the circle.
I think he's up there on that ridge.
Oh, he's
I see
glinting on.
Glinton.
Yeah. But he's gonna get pushed.
How many people are left?
It's just you and him.
You sure? What's that 4 mean?
4 spectators.
Okay. Thank you. Should I take a shot or no?
I think
He doesn't
he
know
is
where I
a
am.
sniper. You should wait for him to move and then try to pepper him as he moves.
Okay.
You might have to wait for the next circle.
Uh-oh.
What? Oh. Huge. Huge. Dude, that's for free.
Oh, he's gonna expect me to peek there. Peek there.
Huge.
Expect me to peek there. Peek there.
Oh!
Expect me to peek there. Peek there. Peek there.
Holy.
He cannot have any glinties left.
Oh!
How much health does he have?
Shields broke. Shields broke. He's gonna die to fall damage or something. Oh yeah. You gotta follow it to safety. But he might be coming. You're good. You're good.
Shoot, he may have went up and around. He did. Shoot.
Oh. Oh, he's cracked. Yes!
Yeah, once a year.
Let's go.
Oh man, dude, the blood. Good calls. Blood was pumping, man. Holy.
Oh, dude, that was all you. I would have been.
No,
like,
you had...
I would have been hard scoped on the crown and then got tapped in the head when I was standing still.
No, you were man in the chair and getting me to move with keeping the blood pressure down, man. Holy cow.
Oh, they do. They don't juice you 100x, but they juice you pretty good.
Oh man, I think that's you got to go out on top, right?
Absolutely.
I'll see you in 365 days when they bring back Fortnite OOG. It was fun,
So
Ryan. What are you
true.
playing right now? Are you going back into Lies of Poison?
I feel like I probably should because I think there's a chance I could beat the boss today.
Well, I'm gonna wish you a lot of luck and a lot of Pepti Riz.
Thank
good
you.
luck.
Skibbity toilet to you as well, sir.
It was fun, Ryan.
Stay
I'll see you.
well. All right, later.
All right, later.
Can I tell you, in my heart of hearts, Dan may not always be the best Fortnite player in duos. But as soon as I died and it was one-on-one, I was like 100% confident he was going to get the win. If Dan was a Madden character, he might not have 99 overall, but his clutch stat would be 99. He's done it before. He's done it in PUBG. He's done it in Fortnite. He would have like 70 speed though. Yeah, but he would have 99 clutch. That's important. I know I would love to be alive in the final engagement. Don't get me wrong. But I know if I can help Dan into a position where it's him versus another person, nobody's beating Dan one-on-one unless they're like a lot better than him. If they're only 15% to 25% better than Dan, he's going to make up that gap. The average person, it might come down to like a bit of a coin flip. I bet on Dan in that situation. If there's 50 people left in the game and he's 1v1ing someone 10% better, he's probably going to lose. If there's 2 people left in the game and he's going up against the same person, I wouldn't want to be them. I can't watch for the next 2 hours. Please don't beat the game. dlguiga, you already know. It's the modern Peloton philosophy. I don't know whether I'm going to beat it. I don't know whether I'm going to not beat it. All I can promise you is we'll be talking the whole time. Name the best WNBA player. Sue Storm. From the Fantastic Four? No, from the freaking Seattle Supersonics. Her last name's not Storm. Oh no. That's how I always remembered it, because I was like, oh, it's easy to remember. It's like the Fantastic Four. I know you guys probably don't even know who won the WNBA championship this year. I do. It's the Las Vegas Aces, bro. She plays on the Storm. Oh. Sue is on the Storm. That's how I'm going to remember it from now on. Sue is on the Storm. She's probably good at free throws. She's probably good at three-pointers. Sue is on the Storm. She's not, though. She was, though. Look, I know a lot about women's sports. Okay, best soccer player, easy. Mia Hamm. It's not even close. Best tennis player, I gotta say Maria Sharapova. The joke is that all my knowledge is out of date. I've realized you can't make an astute joke about sports to chat because they won't understand the premise. They don't understand that Mia Hamm is a 20-year-old reference to women's soccer. So now they're offended on Serena Williams' behalf. They were like, he's right, Mia Hamm is the best women's soccer player, even though she hasn't played in a competitive football match in 22 years. Okay, you got me. So I'm not asking you to get the joke. I'm just asking you not to get mad. Maria's younger than Serena? Yeah, but Maria peaked and then got kicked out of tennis forever. Maria was #1 on the WTA tour. You can look it up. Serena was probably like #4. And then she won 22 Grand Slams after that. I went to middle school with Venus and Serena Williams. If that was me, I would be making up shit nonstop. I would be like, you know, I actually told him to start playing tennis. Just easily verifiable lies. They actually wanted to go out for cross country, and I said, hey, why don't you try tennis? They said, you know what? I don't know. I don't know if we would be any good at tennis. I said, hey, you never know until you try. You know, by the way, Kate told me, she was like, there's a lot of stuff in this game that would make your life easier. Did you know there's a grindstone that makes it so every guard is a perfect parry? That's actually, when she told me that, it blew my mind. She was like, yeah, I didn't have that much trouble against like Zazia, because whenever she got to phase 2, you literally just start the fight by holding LB, and as a result, all the projectiles automatically bounce back into her, and then the instant zap that she does on you also gets perfect parried. Then you attack her 2 times, she gets staggered, then you drop an ult on her, and she gets, like, armor broken, and then you break her armor and kill her. And I was like, what? Holy, man. I didn't know that kind of technology existed. I didn't even use my grindstone this time. Just hang on, buddy. If you had 24 hours to eat 25 calories of food to win $1 billion, would you do it? Would I eat 10 days worth of food in a day for $1 billion? Let me think about it. That's tough. That's hard.
Come to me, my son.
It used to be, okay? The Gen X scheme to get yourself out of the rat race was like you'd come up with some kind of sick idea. You'd be like, whoa, what about like a seatbelt that auto buckles? And then you'd like walk into General Motors and be like, are you guys ready for this one? And they'd be like, oh my God, that's the greatest idea I've ever heard. Let us buy it off of you for like enough money for you to never have to work again. And then for millennials, I don't know, maybe winning the lottery. Not laughing at our friend who told us to buy Bitcoin in 2010 because I looked up a tutorial that was like, here's how to do it. And I was like, I'm not doing that shit. Call me when they have it at the damn 7-Eleven. Gen Z, I feel like it's somehow being approached by Mr. Beast on the street. And he's like, I'll give you $1 million to sit on this toilet for a month. So true. Mr. Beast paying me $1 billion to just eat a lot of food in one day. Now, in my defense, I mean, in his defense, I should say, it's a lot of food. It's not just like a big day. It would probably be like the most food you've ever had to eat in your life. I got so surprised I blocked it. I used full minutes. The video would pop off, though. I think I could... Oh, you got me, kid. I think I could eat 25,000 calories in a single day. I know people are talking about like you could just drink like olive oil. I think drinking olive oil is not necessary. I think it would also suck and you would probably throw up. I could eat a 10-piece chicken nugget plus fries combo from McDonald's once every 72 minutes for a full day. It wouldn't be pleasant, but I would, at least like the first 6 or 7, I think I'd be chilling. You'd throw up immediately. I'm not built like Chad's built. I'm just telling you. You're not going to catch me throwing up on the second McDonald's meal. You'd need 26 10-piece combos. At 1 every 72 minutes, I could do it. You better start raising the capital. Because my ass is not doing it for 50 gift subs, okay? You said $1 billion. That's a lot of money. For 500 gift subs? No shit, you don't start at $1 billion. And then we're like, I'll tell you what, you and Twitch can split, you know, a used Honda Civic. We started at $1 billion. You can trust me, I wouldn't run away with the money. You know what's messed up? Is that I actually believe the librarian on that one. I don't think any sane person would run away with the money. I don't think, I think librarian would be like a notary public. Like I could trust them to hold the money in like a separate account until the actual bet came to pass. I don't know what happens to the Billy if I don't eat the money, if I don't eat the nuggets though.
Freedom is not for you, but for Carlo.
Is anyone ever gonna tell me who Carlo is, by the way? You're Carlo? No, I'm Pinocchio, bro. Perfect oatmeal topping? Listen, I'm old. I'm not that old. I have Honey Nut Cheerios for breakfast, okay? +2, good cereal. One of the best cereals. You know what's crazy?
Because of Carlo's memories within you.
This might be a little bit of an insane statement, but I want you to hear me out before you just go question mark, question mark, question mark. Honey Nut Cheerios is actually the most milk-efficient cereal I've ever eaten in my life. Probably because there's a big hole in each of the donuts. But you can actually, when you eat like a cereal that's flake-based, the milk you pour into the bowl is gone. I'm dead. Never mind. You could, like, let me put it this way. You end up consuming more of the milk when you consume a flake-based cereal because the milk is like little or the cereal is like little cups that brings the milk into your mouth. Because Honey Nut Cheerios are like a ring, they each get soaked with milk, like the lady fingers in a tiramisu. But you aren't actually like consuming that much milk, which to me means that in a pinch, you could pour the milk in the cereal, eat the Honey Nut Cheerios, and then pour the milk back into the carton. I'm not going to do that because I'm sure that they've been touched by the Cheerios, and as a result, they're now like compromised. But I think 1 carton of milk, if we had like a Great Depression situation, but somehow we were still eating Honey Nut Cheerios, 1 carton of milk would last you like 10 times longer than it would with any other cereal. Like if you pour 250 milliliters of milk into your cereal, if you're eating Honey Nut Cheerios, by the time you eat the last loop, you still have 175 milliliters of milk in the bowl. He's got a point. I'm happy that there's some like adults here weighing in, okay? Some people who aren't afraid to like speak rationally. Everybody else is like, why would you ever do that? Of course I'm not gonna do it, but it's funny to talk about. You think any of the shit that happened in like a stand-up comedy special you love happened? You think Dave Chappelle was really like in the back of a limo and there was a baby selling drugs on the corner? I know like you have no concept of what the 90s were like, but I promise you that did not come to pass. That was made up for the purposes of entertainment. Pete Holmes never lies. It's true. It's why he's at such a disadvantage in the realm of comedy. I believe that every bit that Pete Holmes says has indeed happened IRL. I always knew you were Walter White coded. It's crazy that it's 2023 and we're still getting like posts on Twitter that are like the show would be better without Skylar White. Time really is a flat circle, man. It would though. It would. You don't. She's the drink that gets stirred by the straw, bro. She's the point of reference. She's the foil. She's not really like the foil. She's kind of like the foil domestically. There are people in the show that try to kill Walter White and like his whole family. They're more the foil, in my opinion. She did cheat on Walter White. That's true. But that's, I don't know. I think it's just like, maybe it's a caricature of like really young adult men who are like in their mentally or physically between the ages of like 18 and 22. It's like, yeah, Walter did cook drugs and sell them and endanger like the whole family and lie about it forever and like, you know, yada yada yada, but at least he didn't have like an extramarital affair with her boss while the shit was going on, you know. Like it's like Walt was forced into a bad position by things that he couldn't control. Skylar, on the other hand, chose to insult the man's ego. You better hit the gym, Walter. Just take the gray matter money? I know, bro. Like, come on. You did the work, bro. Take the money. They should have gotten counseling. So true. Walter definitely should have engaged in cognitive behavioral therapy. I guess the show would have been too much like The Sopranos. It's just surprising to me that people are still watching the show and they're like, I mean, I get it. Walt put her in a tough position. But on the other hand, like, shut up. Oh, he scared me again. How old is this guy? Why did so many people just say he's 34 all at once? That's not true. I'm 17. You're capping right now? Oh, you meant like my body's age. My mental age is 17. My physical age is 34. But I haven't thought about that in so long because I'm such an ascended being. Explains the sushi bit. Oh, you mean the sushi bit that ended up being 100% fully validated, by the way? Sample size equals 1, but yet somehow it's still statistically significant? Sample size of 1 equals significant? He really is a biology major. Now that one hurts. I'll have you know, they be making up the results in all sorts of disciplines, not just biology, okay? That's why it's important to have peer-reviewed studies so that stuff gets called out. Yeah, but like, listen, maybe I'm capping right now, but like if I were a scientist and someone like published a study, there's no way I'm peer reviewing that. I got my own stuff to do, right? You really think I'm going to spend like 2 years trying to prove something you already claim to have proven? I got to get to work on like a new polymer or something because you just built the pyramids of Giza that I was going for in Civilization 6, and now I gotta like pivot all that work to like the Hanging Gardens of Babylon or something like that. Like you blew up my whole spot. Plus, how do they peer review you if you're peerless? That's a great point, chat. You could not peer review my stuff because my mom told me I'm one of a kind. Watch the VOD from yesterday. California rolls in Australia are doused with mayonnaise. We're so back. I thought we had solved the California roll discourse that apparently just in Canada they're covered in mayonnaise. Apparently it's like a British colony sort of thing, maybe. I wish they weren't, for the record. Australia's closer to Japan. Ergo, it's more authentic. Ergo, mayonnaise is the correct way. You know what? I'm going to say that's statistically significant. You know what's crazy is that Australia's like actually really far away from everything except New Zealand. I remember like whenever there's like an Australian game developer or just a person that goes to like PAX, they're always like, yeah, I came here from Australia. And I'm like, holy cow, how long is the trip? And they're like 3 days. Then we went to Tokyo Game Show once, and there were more game developers from Australia there. And I was like, oh, it must be a pretty short trip. They're like, no, the flight's 7 hours. And I'm like, they haven't been the same ever since Continental Drift dropped, man. The flight is 15 hours to Seattle. That's a long flight. Oh, eat this! I've done it. I don't know if I've done 50. I've had a 14-hour flight, though. I just watch a movie or something. That's the spirit. That's what it's there for. WestJet could never. Last airline on planet Earth that still doesn't have the seatback entertainment. And it's like, no, it's better this way. We save a lot of money on TVs. And instead, all you have to do is like drain your phone's battery life and download our app with the spotty-ass Wi-Fi that doesn't work 99% of the time. And then, like, while you're watching the movie, you'll be interrupted every 5 seconds for an announcement that's like, hey, the seatbelt sign is off. You can go piss now. You couldn't just put, like, a little flat screen in the seat back? It's 2023, bro. Alaskan Airlines would like a word. Listen, motherfucker. Alaska Airlines is basically like a regional carrier. They fly to Alaska, they fly to Seattle. What's the furthest south that Alaskan Airlines goes? It's got to be like maybe Portland. Maybe they go to the maximum flight that Alaska Airlines has is San Diego, whatever. They're doing 3-4 hour flights. Don't even get me started on WestJet, bro. WestJet will be like, eat this 8-hour Wemby. Hey, excuse me, flight attendant. I know there's chargers in the seat, but my phone isn't getting charged on them. Oh yeah, the chargers don't turn on until we reach cruising altitude. The hell? Why are you talking about the chargers? Well, someone mentioned San Diego, bro. Electricity's cheaper at higher altitudes. That makes sense. There's less demand. dlguiga be like, that makes sense, there's less demand. Alright, I gotta be honest, kind of kicking my ass here. Use too many Estus against you. Saved. How about one of these?
How dare you? You're just a puppet. Nothing more.
I rush you. I ult you. We take those. Huge. The Sekiro parries are real. The Sekiro parries are real. Oh! I should really heal instead, but you just needed one more. I stutter stepped it somehow. Bro, do the attack! Thank you! Oh my god. I kept doing like some kind of cancel out of the attack. I don't even know. That would have been nice tech to know. Okay, that's just hard, honestly. That's just hard. We munch those. Munch this, brother. Oh! Don't do it. Don't do it. What the hell? I was beating his ass.
Were you going to destroy Carlo's heart?
Wait, I really am Carlo. We told you? I thought you were memeing on me. His name is Carlo. He's a 10-foot-tall demon with wings like an angel, but also like a demon. He can fuck anything, and he will, and has. I need you to get with him because I forget the rest of the Tim and Eric bit. It looks like an acorn was glued to the bottom of my torso.
Puppet.
Imagine your last word being puppet. Wouldn't be me. Puppet. I died. Just kidding. I'm okay. I didn't want you to get scared. Oh. Wait, Carlo wrote the game? Shout out to Carlo. Oh, man. Great game, Liza P. We beat Liza P. Never mind.
On the Crod experiment.
You certainly took your time, Paracelsus.
This isn't going to be like that scene from the end of the third Kingsman movie, right? Where they're like, I have someone for you to meet, and the dude's like, nice to meet you, my name is Adolf. Adolf Hitler?
It's intriguing and worth further observation.
Noted. And we'll have to get his arm back anyway.
I'm counting on it.
Adolf P.
Expect another report at the next meeting.
He's P! Paracelsus is P!
And when I return, I will find her.
Hey, McWaffles45.
Sure.
Thanks for the
Another
gifted
key of
subscriptions. Thank you.
Dorothy.
Much appreciated. Dorothy the Wizard, they're bringing the Wizard of Oz in. Eliza P. Greatest crossover of all time. They really did drop an Avengers-style Wizard of Oz reference at the end of this game, huh? That's so funny. All right, Liza P. Fun game. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it immensely. I think it's my favorite game of the year. Baldur's Gate Andes. Go back to fucking having sex with Astarion. I don't know, you won't shut up about it on Twitter. I've never even like seen the game. Macros, it's not you. The game's amazing. It's so amazing that it ruined the game of the year conversation for people who don't want to play it. So if anything, apology not accepted. Thanks for fucking me, buddy. We rinse you on this one. Sorry to do this to you. You got no chance. Broom? Broom? You're rolling up to backpack battles with a broom? They're nature, not food? All nature is food. If you got carbon, I want it, okay? Me eating petroleum? Petroleum? Am I okay? I will say, by the way, one of the symptoms I've noticed in myself as I've gotten older, if I have a bad night's sleep, I start mispronouncing words at like 5x the rate that I normally do. And last night, I went to bed at a reasonable hour, and then I woke up at like 2 in the morning to my daughter screaming, and then I got her back into bed, and then I woke up at like 4 to her screaming. So we have this like bedtime story player. I put on a Toy Story story, and then at 4:15, I woke up to this. Ah! And that is, it's just in the Toy Story story, there's one scream, and it scared the you-know-what out of me. And then I was like, okay, that's just the Toy Story story. And then I woke up at 5:20 because I thought I heard footsteps, and I was like, you know what? That's my cue. I'm just gonna stay up. I think the footsteps were just the cats fighting, but I was like, oh no, my kid's running away. Just spam Blue Eyes install. Me when I'm working at a auto body shop in 1916. That's probably pre-Frank Sinatra, right? Note, Frank Sinatra is called Old Blue Eyes. Question marks? You guys aren't ready for that joke, but your great-great-great-grandparents are gonna love it. You should put the mushroom where the deck is. The problem is, I don't know how we're going to start the deck if we do that. I understand it synergizes with the Death Scythe, but we kind of need all the available real estate to fit these cards. I think it's got to wait 1 round. Deck sideways? The problem is you put the deck sideways, now the star is pointing over here. So you're like, it's easy. Just remove everything from your deck and build it from square one? No, that shit's not going to happen. Okay, Stam is still a problem. But we got a lot of armor. We're stacking up a lot of poison. Meanwhile, your ass is still on round 2. But you're like, yeah, but my build is Chiral complete. I don't know a word for fucking ISO 9001 compliant, whatever. Shut up. You're welcome. dlguiga's back. We can play Liza P. Who's gonna tell him? Oh man, who's gonna tell him? Yeah, nameless puppet. I'd say he's washed. You know what won us the game? Always going pee before we started the boss fight. I only had 25% of a full bladder, but I said to myself, we might as well go pee now. You know you're going to have to... we saw the problem coming in the future. It's not like you're going to be playing better when you're a little bit distracted by having to pee. Roll once. Buy anything. I can't afford anything. Start me up. Come on, come on. 3 dragons, 3 lamps, 4 shields. I'm just going to be honest with you. We're cut from a different cloth. You would not catch me running a backpack like that. It's too aesthetic. I was always the kid who in school, I shoved my papers into the desk. And then like, I'd be like, I'll never need this again. And then like 2 weeks later, my teacher would be like, now pull out that assignment that I had you guys do 2 weeks ago. And I'd be like, old like granola bar wrappers and stuff like that. And that's how I like to live my life in the backpack world as well. But we still did okay. We still got a little bit of ranking points. Pack rat behavior. I oftentimes get accused of being like a potential hoarder. My wife will tell you, I'm like the exact opposite. I don't know if there's like it's one of those things where even if it's pathologic, I don't think it has negative symptoms associated with it. So it's not like in the DSM-5. But literally, I could like buy a shirt and be like, man, this shirt is great. I'm looking fresh. If someone looked at my closet and said, do you want to keep this shirt? I'd be like, yeah, I just bought it. If they were like, are you sure? I'm making a run to Value Village. I'd be like, whatever. It sucks anyway. Go ahead. Like when we were moving, I donated like, I feel like 70% of my clothes. And now every time I look at my closet, I'm like, I should have donated like 85%. There's a few shirts in there where I'm like, why did I keep this? You know why I kept it? Because while I was donating the shirts, I was like, I'm donating too many. It makes me feel bad about having accumulated it in the first place. So I'm just going to hold on to this one because it's like the best of the worst shirt. But I haven't worn it since I moved. I should have just given it straight to the Salvation Army. Did you donate merch? I did. There's merch that either like doesn't fit anymore or like, you know, because every time we did a merch run, I got like a bunch of samples and stuff like that. Some of them made it to production, some of them didn't. At some point, you're like, how many hoodies does a man need? Like you might wear them a few times a week, but like, I don't need like 8 hoodies that look exactly the same. One of them's a medium, one of them's a large, one of them's an extra large. I love throwing stuff out. Cleaning the fridge feels so good. What if the cure to the male loneliness epidemic is one more hoodie? dlguiga, I'm so excited for you to become a parent and realize what it's like. You're out here typing stuff like hoodies are subpar outerwear and mediocre at-home wear. Enjoy this period of your life. It changes quick, man. You're going to read that message or remember that you wrote it in like 4 years, and you're going to be like, was that what I was concerning myself with at the time? Hey, Corpse Slime, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Okay, old ass. She actually dropped an okay, old ass in my chat. Holy. I think it's her way of saying, where's the raid, Grandpa? Come on here. It's 2:25. Sorry, I was on a cracked run of backpack battles where I gained 2 ranking points. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow.
You're gonna make fun of me, but I ordered sushi from this new place, and surprisingly, it was very good. So I ate a little too fast, and I am hiccuping. You guys are already laughing at me. I said, don't laugh at me! Hey, to be fair, Ryan's eating the sushi too. Oh, God, no! Ah! Hey, Watanabe, did you get a hiccup when you ate a 3-foot-long Subway sandwiches? My dude, crazy, insane. My dude loves to do eating challenge. He goes, it's not that bad, and eats an onion. It's not that bad, and eats 3-foot-long sandwiches. A headache. Probably because you had no brain. I mean, not bad. That's not what I meant. Because you had no blood going into your brain. That's what I was trying to say. It's the hiccup. I was about to say blood to brain, and then the hiccup muted myself. The blood, and then it went into the brain. You know, also so funny. So I had to buy, you know, those like the huge Rubbermaid bin, so I can put away the Halloween decorations and stuff. And then inside of the lid, it says, "Do not put young child," and close the lid. It may cause suffocation. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, human, we are not evolving. We are like devolving. What kind of person would put their baby in a Rubbermaid bin and close the lid and thinking, that's gonna be fine? Like, hello? Other kids mostly? Yeah, but would the other kid read the warning sign and be like, oh, it says don't do that. Okay, I guess I won't. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, other kids, if like kids are dumb, they're not gonna read it. If you can't read it, those warning signs aren't for you. I guess that's true. But then why do they print those out? It's so stupid. I was laughing so hard. I'm like, wait, what the hell is this sticker say? And I had to read it. And it says, hey, don't put your young child inside of the bin and close the lid. It may cause suffocation. I'm like, duh? Like, it's basically a warning sign saying, hey, 1 + 1 is 2. Those aren't warning signs. They're instruction guides for murderers. Oh my gosh, wait, now if you think about it. Oh my god, it's true. You're right. It's not this way around, it's the other way around. Wait a second, Ryan, get in the tub! Oh, chat, I could not believe I did not share the bathtub incident. I was so angry. I know how in chat today I said I finally fixed the tub. Happy ending, the end. But oh my gosh, so like, we have the push, what was it, like the push bathtub plug. So like you push in, it's like a push click. I think it's called push click bathtub plug or something. I think that's what it's called. So you basically, it's like a button where like when you push it down, it opens up, and then if you push it down, it closes up. So all you gotta do is just push and close instead of like lift the clog. But then my dude, like I was folding my laundry, like do, and then I hear my baby girl saying, don't tell mommy. And then I was like, what's going on? What happened? What do you mean don't tell mommy? And then Ryan was like, oh, it's nothing. She just like made the bath toy go down the drain. But it's okay, I got it. And I said, oh, okay, I guess I'll go back on folding the laundry. And then folding my laundry, folding. 10 minutes, I still hear him going like, like, you know, like he's grunting, like trying to fix this shit. And then I hear like clicking, clacking, like, and I'm like, is everything okay over there? And then Ryan goes, yeah, it's fine. And I'm like, okay. And then I folding laundry. And I still hear like clicking, clack, like, you know, he goes like, like I hear him like grunts. And I'm like, did you fix the bathtub yet? And then he goes, working on it. And I'm like, bro, it's been 20 minutes. What's wrong? And he's like, I don't know. And I go, oh no. But then, you know, I'm like, okay, it must be very simple. It's always a very simple thing. Ryan just doesn't see it that way. You know, it's the same thing as like my USB doesn't plug in to my computer help. And then he was holding the USB plug upside down. All he needs to do is like put the USB right side up. But you know, it's always simple things like that. So I go to the bathtub, try to see what's happening, and he goes like, so I ripped this thing off. And then first thing I asked was, wait, were you supposed to rip that shit off? Because isn't it just like usually screw? Like all those things are screw. And then Ryan goes like, nah, it just came off cleanly. And I'm like, okay. And then he goes like, it doesn't just click, like, I thought it would just click in, but it doesn't click in. And then he hands me the bathtub, like the whole, like the what would you call it? The seal, and then one spring, one hook. Like, he literally dissected the shit, right? Like, the spring came out of it. And I'm like, what the fuck? There's like spring come out of it? Like, what? And then I go, okay, don't worry about it. I'll fix it. You just put her to bed, do the bedtime duty. And then Ryan goes like, okay. So I go to fucking YouTube, try to fix this shit. But then they don't have the exact model that we use. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? And I'm trying to fix this. My finger hurts. And I feel like this shit is broken as fuck. I'm like, this shit must be broken. And I asked Ryan again, like, are you sure this shit is like pop off? And then Ryan was like, it popped off really nicely. It gotta be pop off. And I look up, I just look into the model number, look deep into the interweb. And then I found out this shit is like a screw on, screw off. And I'm like, right, and then that's when I got the angry voice. I'm like, Ryan, this is a screw on, screw off, not pop off, pop on. And then Ryan goes, oh, I'm sorry. All the bathtub I ever used in my life was pop on, pop off. It's my first time ever experiencing screw on, screw off. And I was like, bro, I didn't say this to him, but I have lived with him like 11 years. Bro doesn't even know all of our bathtub was 100% screw on, screw off. None of our bathtub that we ever used was pop on, pop off. What does he mean by entirety of his life? He only had the pop on, pop off. But I was like already mad, right? I was already fucking mad. And so I just like, yeah, okay, you're fine. I'm like, yeah, sure, it's fine. So I try to fix this. My fingernail breaking, and I have to like put the spring in. I have to like click onto this metal thing onto the little wedge, and like it's like impossible to fix it. I try to fix it, and then while I was trying to fixing it, I was like, maybe I can just exchange because it uses the same parts as our master bathroom. So I thought maybe I can just exchange the part, so at least, because I don't use bathtub in the master bath, so I would just change the part, fix it for Luna, because Luna uses the bathtub, because we give her a bath. And then during the process, I effing broke it, because I just wanted to, I thought if I were to exchange a single part, because I thought one of the metal hook was bent. I mean, it was bent. So I thought if I could change the metal hook, then I thought I could fix it. But I was wrong. So I ended up breaking both of the fucking bathtub. And I got even more angry because I was like, oh my fucking god. I should have just not even tried to fix it. I should have just ordered it. But anyways, I ordered on Sunday night. And then the part came today, which was actually really quick. Because today is Tuesday. And then I fixed it. It was very simple. Like, you just... Like, when you have the non-broken part and you don't have to fix it, all you gotta do is just screw on, and that's it. You just go like, zip, 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 all done. Fix both of them, easy as pie. And then I told Ryan, like, hey, I fixed the bathtub, and then Ryan goes, let's go. But he does not know. I was so angry, because it was my night off from baby duty, and I wanted to play some video games. I'm like, oh, I can go home and relax, and I can play some video games before the bedtime. It's not my duty. Like, today is not my bedtime duty day, so I can play some game. Instead, I was just trying to fix this dumbass shit for 2 hours. My fingernail all broken, and I was like, I could not play the video game, and I was like, I hate this shit. And I went to bed, and then I was like, Ryan was like, when the dog does something bad, you know how like their ears are all like backwards and like tails in between their leg and go like whimpering. He was like, I think I will go to bed. And I'm like, yeah, you go to bed. I'll go to bed soon. Should have let Ryan do the research and fix it. No, you don't understand. You don't understand. It's like a domino. If Ryan touches it, more than one thing, it's just like a domino effect. The whole house will burn down. Ryan breaks everything, including his pants. I remember, oh my gosh, did I tell you the story? Only one more slender, and then I'm gonna move on to the video game. So our I ordered the cute kids room squirrel shaped lantern, but then when it came, the little bit of light bulb was broken. So all you gotta do is just unscrew the light bulb and then get the new light bulb and put it back in. I mean, I'm sure you guys changed the light bulbs before, so you know what's the deal. And then back then we just moved to the new house, so I was busy unpacking and stuff. So I said, Ryan, could you just exchange the broken light bulb to the new light bulb? And Ryan goes, yeah, that's easy, no problem. Let me do it. And then I unpacked, I don't know, 6 boxes or whatever. And then I said, did you exchange the light bulb? Like, is it all good now? And then Ryan was like, not yet. And I'm like, what do you mean not yet? Like, I unpacked 6 boxes. He could not change a single broken light bulb. I go down to see what he's doing. When the light bulb initially broke off, it was just a little side that was broken off. But my dude somehow managed to take the glass part of the light bulb, and it was just the metal screw thing screwed in tight into the lantern, and then the inside of the light bulb was exposed. And I was like, how the hell did you manage to do that? And then Ryan's like, don't worry about it, let me just fix it. It's a little late tonight, so I'll just do it tomorrow. And I'm like, no. I was so pissed. I was like, I just needed to do this, and that was it for tonight's to-do list. I'm not gonna extend the to-do list to tomorrow, because I got tomorrow's to-do list. I don't want to add on to the tomorrow's to-do list. And I said, no, that's okay. Let me just fix it. Don't worry about it. And Ryan's like, I tried to change the light bulb, but then the glass part just came off. Like, it was just really flimsy. I'm like, yeah, okay. And then I just got a little tool, and I just held onto the side of the light bulb, and I unscrewed it, got the new light bulb in, and I fixed it, I don't know, in a matter of a minute. But I was like, bro, oh my god. Bro! Oh my god! But then that's when Ryan got hit by a somewhat of a mental shakiness, because he's like, man, I am not good at everything. You know that era where when we first moved, he's like, man, I'm not good at everything. I feel so useless. So he was like, man, I'm so useless. I cannot do anything. And like he had to like feel very bad. I'm like, don't worry about it. It's okay. And it's like, how can I not even change the light bulb? I don't know how to make it feel better, honestly, I guess. I said maybe you just have like such a very talented wife that comparison to me, you might feel useless, but you're not a useless person. You're very useful. And then Ryan's like, yeah. But you know, like, depression struck this egg boy. Like, his egg was already cracked. And I'm like, oh man, he gotta go see a therapy. Oh man. How did he survive in Korea by himself? Oh my god, have you not heard the story? The stories? When he was in Korea by himself in a year? Bro, legit. I don't know how he survived, honestly, but like, how do you not know the stories? There were like so many stories, I don't know where to start with. Didn't he fuck up his bathroom and never fixed it? I think the bathroom was clogged when he first moved. Like, they arranged him an apartment and he went there, but then the bathroom already plugged. Like, the Korean bathroom is not American bathroom where like you shower only in the bathtub. It's more like Korean bathroom is like the bathroom itself is the bath. So think of, like, when you think of bathroom, image of like the room of like, the room is the bathtub. It has the drain on the floor. So like you shower and whatever, and all that water goes down the drain. That drain was plugged. So whenever he said he used the bathroom, he would have like the water pool up to his ankle. But it's not just like water pooling up to his ankle. That means the water is pooling up to his ankle level in the whole bathroom, which is like a lot more of a big deal than the plugged bathtub, let me just say. So I said, okay, so the whole year that you lived there, you never managed to fix it or get bothered to fix it? And then he goes like, nah, I just lived like that the whole time. And I'm like, bro, are you kidding me? Like, buddy, like, don't you get, because like that, in the bathroom, that's where the toilet is. So when the water pulls up to his ankle level, that means the water pulled up to the same height to like where the toilet is and onto the back of the toilet. So you can see how like this mess gets even bigger and bigger, right? Like behind the sink, behind the toilet. So it gets like, it's crazy town here. Yeah, like Ryan's sitting on the toilet with his ankles sitting in the water. Like, bro. But then Ryan said, nah, I didn't even get bothered to tell anybody about this. And then, oh my gosh, like, I don't know if he ever shared this story, but he shared, I know he shared it with me, obviously, but he didn't, I don't think he shared it with the interweb. But he got when he moved to the apartment, he had a rice cooker that someone who lived there before him left it, and then he tried to use the rice cooker, but he said the rice cooker was broken AF. And then he was describing all these like parts came off when he tried to cook the rice in the rice cooker, and like literally the rice cooker was falling apart, like the lid came off or something. And I said, I don't know if the rice cooker was already broken and he's innocent, but I don't know if he broke the rice cooker so hard that the lid just popped off. Like, I just don't know. I don't know what is the truth. But when my dude lived in Korea, he said he ate instant ramen basically every day. And like odeng and like soju. And I said, dude, Korea is like known for amazing food. Why did you only have instant ramen? And he said, because I didn't know anything. And I'm like, but like, you can do some research or something. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, nah, like I was too tired. So like after I was done working, I just had like instant ramen and I just ate instant ramen. I'm like, bro. And then there's like a really old video of Ryan's video where I watched it, but y'all probably didn't watch it because he now deleted it, I think. I don't think he even unlisted it. I think he deleted it. Does anyone remember achievement unlocked videos? Like that's the era. That's the era many people did the like IRL things, but then they would put achievement unlocked pop-up notification, and that's basically the formula of videos of the achievement unlocked. Yeah. So Ryan did that when he lived in Korea. So like he would show how dirty his apartment was, and then after, I don't know, he says like after 2 hours, after 3 hours, he cleaned it up, and then he would have like achievement unlocked, somewhat decently cleaned room or something. But then like when I first watched it, the room was insanely dirty. And then after he said he cleaned it for 2 to 3 hours, it was not that clean. It was And that video, oh, you guys missed it. You guys missed it when you had a chance. If you only knew about Northernlion 13 years ago, y'all would have shared the laughter with me. But it was so funny. Like he would be in front of the camera with the thumbs up saying, "It's decently clean," and they had the sound effect of the Xbox 360 of achievement unlocked. It was like, "Bing! Achievement unlocked. Somewhat decently clean room." And then like he did that for like, I don't know, 3 other things that he did in Korea. And it's like, thanks for watching. Bye. Those early era of YouTube videos. Oh, those are the good stuff. I mean, I guess in Korea it is recommended to buy drinking water instead of drinking from the sink. But there were so many bottles, empty bottles of water, and then there were so many tissues. And I was like, why were there so many tissues? Maybe he just had a dry nose. Runny nose, I mean. And a lot of empty bottle soju. That's the single young man's life. Right, exposed. Excuse me, that video was made to public. All I'm saying is what I've seen from the video that was set to public. Man, there are so many stuff. Videos, like I forgot what the titles were, like vlogs from his Korea trip. They got some real good stuff. He didn't make that many, but there was some really good stuff. I think this old video is really famous. It's the video of him when he was teaching Korea and then he's done teaching teaching English in Korea, and then he got a letter from one of his students saying like, "Teacher Ryan, thank you so much. Like you're the best teacher," or something like that. And then like he showed the letter and then he was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm in tears." My dude was still so softy. My dude was still so softy. It was like, "Oh, I got a letter from my student saying I am the best teacher. I'm about to cry." I'm like, oh my gosh. Like I remember, I bet the picture still exists. It's him wearing button-up shirt with a weird hat. I don't know how to describe the hat. It's like a beanie with the little, I don't know what you call that. I don't know. It's like a little beanie with the little thingy. Yeah, the rim. Yeah. Like he's wearing that and there's like a little whiteboard next to him, like a tiny whiteboard next to him. That's the era. That's the era that I'm talking about.
Komodo Town. Just took out Komodo Town. I just got downed. You know, revived me. Now we're heading eastbound. Now we're at the gates of Canada. See the boss and kill him later. Take me to Canada. Wanna kill the boss. Stop the Mongol invasion. And lives been lost. I really want to Tsushima with you. You could be the ghost of Tsushima. The ghost of Tsushima.